Hi, my name's No Sheds, and his name is Sean, Spurs Video Podcast. I don't know what to call this, SuperBrad, SuperBad, I don't know. Funny story about today's game, just got back from it now. Game at the lane. A mate of mine, Tommy Fisher, a mate of mine, Debs, texts me, can you please ring Tommy? I'm like, okay, give Tommy a call. And he goes to me, no, I've got a extra spare ticket for the game if you want it, but you've got to be down by a certain time. They said 20 past, so I'm getting ready to watch the game. I'm doing some squats and some sit-ups and my own crunches, getting myself. And then, so basically, I park up just on the other side, and I'm literally jogging it down as quick as I can. Got my heavy coat on, scarf, glasses. Even though you'll heat up by the time you get there, it'll be freezing again. Oh my god, I don't know how Newcastle fans do it. They got fucking lava in their veins or something. So yeah, that was a funny story. But met up with Tommy, met his sister Kirsten. The cheers sort of met up the ticket. Unfortunately, the game didn't go as we would have hoped. SuperBad, SuperBrad. I mean, the injuries. I mean, the Len injury was a bit of a worry, and so to Snafu, they said, "Oh, it was a great chance to get European semi-final." Well, you know what? Yeah, you may be right, but we get an injury. See how it goes. And injuries can happen anywhere, but I take the risk. I said, look, play with Bale or Len, but they play both. Oh well. I told you so, Snappers, but fuck you, mate. No, I'm look at him. Love you, Snappers. No, in all seriousness, Brad. I like Brad. He's a great professional model pro. But I ask you this question. Obviously, you wouldn't be crunching down M&Ms, but it will be swinging down a lot of water. But no, in all honesty, oh my god, my voice has changed. It's all posh. No, in all honesty, I felt that we were poor defensively. The first goal was a bit of fortune. Obviously, it goes off the post, but the way they cut through us was poor. And Scotty Parker, I mean, there was one bit where he intercepts the ball, and by intercepting, he actually gives it to one of their players, and he didn't miss a goal. His chance actually came off Lewis Holtby, and Lewis Holtby, when Siggy got that equaliser, he went to the pitch and was like, "Fuck, come on, get in there." He's actually roaring us to the East Stand. A few things I noticed. In the West Stand, in the old prawn sandwich lot, a lot of empty seats. I'm not surprised. I don't know how much the tickets were, but it's disappointing. And what really annoys me is that, and this I was saying to Tommy, if they did this same game, do you know what? Our capacity is 32,000. Chances are everyone's taking out their ticket, because obviously these season ticket holders. If you've got general tickets, I'm assuming those ones are all like season ticket holders. But if they're not and they're still available, what I would do is I say, look, do a last minute deal. Just say take the tickets off the market, 50 to 100. Get it. Get some. Get some kids. It looks embarrassing. It's like at least rows. About 100 things. You can get say 20 kids with their teacher, especially if they're local kids. They'll become Spurs fans instantly because of that. But no, Spurs fans, Spurs don't think of that way. But I'm not why that shocked me nowadays. I'm not. I don't know. Siggy, I thought he played well. Took his goal really well. I mean, there was one moment that Carl Norton. He didn't have that many bad moments. He did have a couple of good, decent shots. I mean, test the goalkeeper, but your job to defend. And if you're not defending, they ain't doing that right. There was a moment, there was a corner, and it was so poor. And it's lucky Scotty Parker was there, otherwise we would have been going down. Take nothing away from Basle, they were fantastic. Considering how we've ripped teams apart, especially Inter Milan, they really did their own work and they played bloody well. And we've got to look at that, and obviously, but the thing is, I don't want to. I'm not going to do what Super Spurs does, and he worried about everything. But Brad, he was honestly, are his studs glued into that thing? Because he doesn't move off his line. If he moved a bit forward, then that basically that compresses it. But because he was rooted to the line, our defenders could not play such a high line. They couldn't, because it's seriously such a high line. So they played deeper. So our midfield had to play deeper, so they couldn't support the attackers. If they did go forward, we had too much of a space for their players to go through. Playing the high line restricts the space they've got, and that's their theory behind it. We cannot play the high line with Brad. The high line does work for us. We've got the players to make it work. Brad is not one of those players. Neither is Gallas, and neither is Carl Norton, and I don't think they should be playing for us. Look, do I think Brad will play for us next season? Yeah, in the League Cup, FA Cup maybe. But now, when it's really, when it counts, really counts, it's got. Sorry, mate, but it's got to be Hugo, mate, all the way. Door's an absolute rock. When he took off Gallas, and he took off Benny. I don't think Benny was playing that badly. I thought Benny was playing alright. And because Lewis stuck to the line. What really frustrates me because we haven't got a passer in there. So many times he was in acres of space, but Parker just hasn't got the vision to spot him. He's not an on-the-ball player. I mean, you've got Tom Hudson who wants he can play some Hollywood passes, and Hollywood can play those passes, but he wants them to turn to play him, and they weren't going to give him that. And Parker's he's obviously got he's short, but he hasn't got he's got left hand of gravity technically, but he just couldn't be turn it. He hasn't got those like wing mirrors to see that pass. I would have been even tempted to play Lewis Holtby there. I thought Lewis Holtby would have done a better job. Me personally, I just thought, he got in, put his foot in. He ain't the biggest, but he put his foot in, and I must admit, I met Lewis on Tuesday. He was nice to help me with a bit of German. Yeah, Peter. I've been asking you, Peter, my mate Stokey, tell me, but he helped me a little bit. But apparently, Bissen means a bit. So I don't know, Bissen. Dankeschön, Lewis. And it was nicht zu kennenzulernen. Und Sonntag. Anyway, also my crappy German side note. It was obviously I'm glad that we've managed to level the tie. We started to go to Basle. Obviously, it depends how they're going to do it. They're going to look to play in the counter. We have to attack them. Lennon injury, Bale injury. It doesn't look good for us. But I saw some encouraging things from Lewis Holtby. I really did. And Addy got a lot of shit. But you know what? He used his strength. He got into them. And Addy's 6'4". The players around him aren't that big. He uses his strength. The player goes down. It's a foul. No, it's not. It's a foul if it's not. If he pushes down him. But if he's using his strength, they're both competing for it. Addy's stronger, and the guy just falls down because he just can't cope with the physical size and strength of him. That's not a foul. So I don't know what that referee was on, but I thought that was a bit stupid. But no, I thought, and there were some moments, but I thought the referee obviously, look, we're gonna say, the referee had a shit game because it doesn't give things our way. I thought it didn't have the worst game. There was one moment where we had a quick free kick when I take it, but the referee stops the game to lecture the player, and I thought, what the fuck is that? Do you know what I mean? That's one thing that really annoyed me. But aside from that, referee didn't have that bad a game. Siggy played well. Addy, for me, he's looking to cut in, play sensible. He's looking to keep possession. But I just take a shot, take a chance. If one goes in, but then today he's down if he does. If he takes a shot, it don't go in, we're all gonna fucking go in. If it does go in, it's like, but it's still Addy. He's like Harry sometimes. We kind of respect him when he's doing well, but there's no affection for him, not really. But Lewis Holtby, Siggy, I met them on Tuesday. Their future Spurs, and I thought Lewis played fucking fantastic. I mean, apart from we almost got a second goal or something, and if we go into the break, it's very, very different. But give Basel their quality, they were fantastic. But what I didn't like about them is that when Gareth Bale was in that injury, they were saying, "You're shit, and we know you are." I'm like, what the fuck's that about? And explain to me this, right? So I don't get. How the fuck? Let's face it, we are patted down like crazy for any weapons or anything. And you got to think away fans are going to be seriously, if you're flying across, how the hell do you put a flare in your carry-on? You can't put it in your luggage either. So how the hell do you get flares and bring them into a thing like this? I've never understood that. And I think it's disgusting, and I think, seriously, security got to do something about that, because you could have taken me a lot more serious. If you're a home fan, put if you're your own thing, do whatever you want. But away fans, that's kind of freaky a little bit. Anyway, give a shout out to Debs for helping me, give me Tommy's number, and Tommy for sorting me out of a ticket. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday, for a quick jar and for our job back and watch the game on ESPN. But again, please give thanks to. It was actually a really good atmosphere. It was a really good night, and yeah, obviously it's a bit disappointing with the Brad. I mean, I think realistically, ask yourself next week. Hopefully, Bale, because that did look bad, but when was it? They only had 10 men when Gallas went out, because he was looking a bit ginger anyway. And then I thought we'll come on, we didn't. And then when that's 10, then went to 9. I was like, oh my fucking God. I was telling Tom, I said, you know what, this game cannot go quick enough now. I really want to go, slow. And obviously, because you're looking up there, it's like 90 minutes. It doesn't tell you how much injury time is left, and you're like fucking ramped up the tension. It wasn't great. But it was great. David Junior came out at half time and gave us a bit of a thing, and Paul Coyte came out. So yeah, it was alright. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a shout out to Isas, who came over from Atlanta. So hope you enjoyed the game. Or if not the result, then we did come back. And it's don't dream it's all over. I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? Maybe their player can get sent off for some stupidness, and then it's 11 against 10. We might nick it a la Real Madrid. You never know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video podcast. Please click on the Alex Edison when they appear. Shout me out on Facebook, Twitter, should we share a link? And as always, come on you Spurs.